Welcome back guys to another video where today this is this is BMW World SG. So we're gonna get right into it right now. First, when you enter the showroom, you will get the new X3. These are the new X3. These are where the new X3s are. Come with me. So right now, first we have the petrol X-Drive 30E. This is X-Drive 4-wheel drive. This is an X-Line conversion. I know it's an X-Line comfort access system. This is the X3 ambient lighting, wood trim effect, in 10 interior electric seats. Just gonna do a short review of every car here. So this is actually the first ever BMW iX3 to enter Singapore right now. So if you come to the front, I'm going to tell you what are the main changes between the normal combustion X3 and an electric X3. So this being electric, and being electric is blue. So that's a bit of a blue means electric. This arrow, a bit arrow here. If you can see, the bumpers are a bit different than the normal combustion engine. Right, and then if you move on to the interior, there's touches of blue everywhere in the interior. So actually, before you even enter the car, you can see blue all over the car. There are blue here. If you actually enter the car, the ambient lighting is in blue. It's in blue there, and blue on the infotainment. That's usually red. Blue on the starter, blue on the steering wheel, blue on the gear knob. Right, and this is actually left wheel drive. In Singapore, it's right wheel drive because this is actually the first iX3 to enter Singapore right now. So yeah, almost ran into the tree. This being BMW electric, so by BMW I, yes, obviously is electric. So you plug it in by BMW I's electric charger. This is for you who has landed property, alright. You put it at your wall and you plug it in overnight. So that's how the car charges. And because it's a full electric car, the charging's at the back where the fuel combustion engine car will be. So yeah, you can see right now it is on two electric things, because you can see there's another one, so you can charge by the faster one or the slower one. The one that BMW I offers is the slower one. And it's now if you move on to the right X3, to my left here, it's also in white. This is pretty much the same as the other X3 over there. This is a hybrid. This being hybrid, you can see this is where the electric hybrid will charge. Alright, so it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine combined with an electric motor. Interior is pretty much the same as a normal X3. You can see blind spot detection and everything. Right, the only difference you can spot from the outside is only that charging area. Other than that, it's the same as the other X3s, except the iX3 though. That's an amazing part, isn't it? There's a blue message thing there. So it's in 10 interior, it's wood interior. But there is a downside for the hybrid. If you come with me to the back of the car, as I close the door, if you come with me, there is some good things about hybrid. You get more fuel economic and all that. But the thing is, because it's a hybrid, it eats up to your underfloor storage. We might not have underfloor storage unless keep the load cover in there. But because the battery is actually underneath the back right here, so at the front it doesn't affect anything. Only the boot space will affect. That's the downside of the hybrid. So that is the X3s over here. And then after that, we move on to the 1 Series. This is the new, all improved BMW 116i. The current version right now is sealed in sport lines and concrete. The interior is BMW's new interior. You can see right here. So obviously, the ambient lighting will be better. Handle opens like that. And if you go in actually, see the ambient lighting is more of like a cooler effect. This is BMW's new design language. So yes, over here obviously lights there. Alright, now if you want to the back, now if you want to the back space is quite good, but for a hatchback, you know what I mean? Actually, if you want to see a review of like an MPV style hatchback, click on the top right hand corner of your screen right here. There should be a card there for you to click. Now you might think you might think it has an electric tailgate, but actually, this being entry level BMW, it has gas strips, so you have to do that. It's not electric. But the boot space is not bad, honestly, for this kind of hatchback. Has a load cover. I'm not sure if it fits underneath, but yeah, anyway. And to close it, you just obviously have to do gas strips because it's not electric anyway. Beside the normal 1 Series is the BMW M135i. This is not any ordinary BMW M135i. This in fact is the Speed Edition, so it is $70,000 more than the normal M135i. And this being an M vehicle, it gets a new mesh design grille and a bigger grille. And this is M Sport, so it has deeper aggressive bumpers and much more aerodynamic than before. Right? Apart from that, there are some changes to the interior. So obviously, these are all in kind of black now instead of silver trim. So if you come here, this being an official M car, it gets bucket seats. You guess bucket seats are as standard for the M cars, if you can see that. And then, actually, if you realize it's actually Alcantara. Look to the back. It is the new, seat as well. So you see bucket seats, much more sporty. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And this is a Speed Edition, so it's $70,000 more. Okay, can't believe that. But it's only worth it. This being official M performance car, it gets an M performance spoiler, right? As well as the real diffuser. Okay, so it's not like a fake one, it's actually a real diffuser. Right. Now we're going to go to the 3 Series, which is over there at the corner, but it's playing right at the front. This is the all-new and improved BMW 3 Series. Actually, they are delivering some cars actually right now outside the dealership right now. But this car right here, you're seeing is a new 3 Series. This is the 318i Sportline Edition. It's in white, so being Sportline, there's some nice things. I can't really go to detail much, but yeah. This is BMW's new design language, so obviously lazy eye kind of thing. I kind of like it honestly. It looks much better. Just nicer. Anyway, if you go to the inside of the 3 Series, I forgot to mention that new BMW design language cars, door handle just follows the whole thing. So yeah, it's not like a separate one. If you go inside the 3 Series, you would see that there is right now the new infotainment. So you control by this squivel knob thing. And the new digital display, and this is like the platform is nearly the same as the X5, so it looks like the X5's interior, and the handles are that. Right. So, anyways, if I should get out of the trees, if I should get out now. The back, if you could see, there is a bit of a floor there. I want you guys to look at the middle row. Look at the middle row. There's a massive hump in the floor right now. You can't, if you put your legs there, look at my legs. Wow. So that's that. And obviously this being a sedan, this is alright. Anyways, now moving on to the, this has the new, kind of new. I'm not really sure how long this has been there, but it's a new design. I forgot the name actually. The boot, this could potentially be locked. It's locked. Right. Now moving on to the next car we have here on display. This is the BMW 2 Series Grand Coupe M Sport. Alright, so this is the BMW 2 Series Grand Coupe. Right now I think it's in M Sport trim. If you come with me, it has more aggressive front bumpers. M Sport bumpers to be exact. Right, you come with me here. You get M badging there, and this is one of the cool standout features of the car. If you get out of the car, it has frameless doors. Frameless doors. So you know, it's literally nothing here. It's all frameless. And when you get it, it's not actually that bad. Frameless and seamless. Alright. See what I did there? This is the new design as well, so wireless charging everywhere. The new interior, pretty much like the same interior as the 1 Series. So, yeah. And then the back, the boot space, no, not the boot space, yeah. The back seats, that is the back seat. It's not bad for a coupe, really. I mean, you know, coupe is like, it's a grand coupe, so yeah. But actually, if you really want a bigger coupe, you should look at the 4 Series Grand Coupe. That's a bit better. But the boot space, this is quite cool. The trim actually extends all the way to the BMW logo. So you can see that it extends all the way to the center where the BMW logo is. Potentially below, it is indeed. As you move on to level 2, then you'll see X1s first, and then X2. Right now there's a lot of people at X1, so we're going to go to X2 first.
What's the difference between the X1 and the X2? Okay, number one,
it's much more peaceful here at X2. This car is pretty much based off the X1. X2 S-Drive, a bit more coupe-ish. Pretty much a baby X4. You can see windows are a bit smaller because it's being like a coupe. The interior is pretty much the same as the X1. Say it's really low. It's pretty much the same interior as the X1. This is M Sport, so the M Sport trim is a bit different trim. The infotainment is a bit bigger. M Sport steering wheel. I don't know, it's pretty much like an X1. But actually, I mean, you know, it is an X1, just like the, because it's an M Sport trim, so it's a bit different. But yeah, it's pretty much an X1. Everything's pretty much the same as an X1, except the back. So now let me show you the back seat. Back seat space. That's what we're gonna see. Right. The back seat space. It's quite alright. I mean, it's alright, but headroom is the problem here. I mean, I'm a bit short. I'm 159, but it's, you know, it's a bit more headroom, but not a lot. And especially when you're getting out, if you're a bit tall like this, then your head right there. But it is quite cool. Brings back a bit of history from BMW. Last time, an older BMW model used to have their badging on the side. That's quite cool. And the way you open the back boot. The way you open the back boot is quite amazing. This here, that's how you open the back boot. Pretty much like the old 1 Series, right? So, but quite a high load level, honestly. I mean, you could sit on it, but still, it's quite high. I mean, the boot space, underfloor storage is quite good. So it's quite practical, just that for, you know, the interior. I really like the fact that you can open it. So yeah, and then after that, let me show you how to open it again. Press the M, and then yeah, and then you're it. That's how you open it. Anyways, now moving on to the official M car. Right, as I explained just now in the beginning of the vlog, I said there was X3 X lines, X3 hybrids, X3 iX3. But once you're at level 2, this is where real business kick in. This is the BMW X3 M40i Adventure Edition. This, being M Sport, it gets big glossy kidney grills. Right, the bumper's a bit more aggressive than the normal version. This is M Power, M Performance. And it's quite a big car. I mean, look at it, it's sustaining my waist height at the bonnet. So if you get run over, you're done pretty much. See, this is the aero. The aero is much more better than the normal X3 M Performance, which is literally insane. So come with me. Over here. This being M badging, alright? Now this is where This is where it gets serious. You know it's an M car when it's gloss here, gloss there, gloss everywhere. So if you come with me, go and look at the inside. The inside's like a normal X3, but if you look at further detail, this M cars get a bit of a different trim here. And then look at the steering wheel. It's M steering wheel. It's nicer actually. It's nicer than the normal one. Here's M. Right, the new iDrive as well. Welcome there. Just says welcome there. And then after that, the seats are quite good as well. Yeah, the front one is like a normal X3. Right, you get about kind of sports seats. You get sports seats. This here. Reminding you that it's an M car. Wireless charging, cup holders. Can you just cover it if you don't want to see that. Now move on to the back. Now if you move on to the back of the X3M, right, you will see that the space and all is pretty much the same. Just the trim, you know, you just feel more premium inside this car. The all climate and auto, like off, you know what I mean? You can just control. This is just amazing, isn't it? And the space, the headroom. The headroom is insane. Just look at the headroom. Right now, I didn't mention that the hybrid has a bit of, you know, a disadvantage for weight, but this is not a hybrid. And before we get into boot, this being an M performance car, M performance spoiler, M performance, see that? And yeah, M performance. This is the new X3, so the taillights are like, you know, 3D sculpted, the plastic over there. Then the thing it is the M40i. You know this is official because the color is not actually just ordinary silver. It's of a goldish silver. Now, if you open the boot, this is where it gets real. It's quite practical, honestly. Just look at this. You get the tie down hook so you can slide or recline. Then you get, okay, this is amazing. If you want the back seats to go down, and it goes down. You don't have to like move yourself to the other side and this part as well. Easy to go down. Underfloor storage, it's quite good. Look at that. Because this is not a hybrid, so it's quite good. Remember this this X3 M40i, so it's quite insane. Now the next car we have is indeed the BMW X4. This is pretty much the same car as that. It is M performance. We're not gonna talk about this really the same thing because like this is M performance. It's just more coupe-ish. So from the front it looks exactly the same. And from the interior here actually it is seriously the same. Right, seriously the same M performance, everything. We're not really gonna show you that. But if you go to the back, it's where the major thing is. Because the front is really the same as the X3. And it actually the doors feel very lightweight. This is where the coupe kicks in. This is an X4, so it is much more coupe-ish. I mean the seats, because this also had reclined the seats very far, so that's why you don't really see a lot of headroom. But in the sloping roof line, you can kind of feel that far at the end. If you run your fingers and all that, it's like dive down. But it's not bad. It's pretty much like an X3, just the headroom and the window and the doors. But it's nearly the same as an X3, but not really. X3 is much more practical than the X4. Now the boot space, obviously, this being a coupe, and I like the fact that again, it opens like the X2. So remember, press the M. There. Remember M40i? This is the downside. Because it has a coupe back end, you can't load things that are straight up. So if the things are straight up, it will hit and then it will detect it and it will open again. So you can't really do that much of like shopping. If like, I mean you can do a lot of shopping. It's just that you can't do as much as the X3. So yeah. And to be fair, really, the X3 is a nicer car, kind of, but not really, actually. But I don't know. I just like the X3, but the X4 is much more stylish and expensive at the same time. But if X3 is not big enough for you, this being M, it gets the brakes are in M, and then the matte black for the rims, That's a cool part as well. And badging. Now, if X3 is not big enough for you, you enter BMW X5. This one right here is not in sport line. Sorry, this one right here is not an M Sport. This one is an X line, and the color is Patriotic blue. Right? This has BMW's new kind of grill thing. The grill automatically shuts and opens depending on the situation. So let's say it needs cooling, then it will open up. But if you need some air or like something like that, if it's too situations, it will close up. So it has a smart kind of grill, right? This is not M Sport, so it gets normal bumpers, which is quite nice by itself. And as well as you get the lazy eyes, which I was talking about, the 3 Series. Things like that. It's actually quite nice with it. I don't know why, I kind of like the lazy eye signal thing. And this is a big car, so obviously X3 is not big enough for you. Then you get the X5. I'll move on in a bit later if X5 is not big enough for you. But for so far, this car right here is the X5 Patriotic blue. It is seriously massive. I'm telling you right now, it's seriously massive. Look at this. This is insane. Open the door and look at it and watch this. If I bring you in here, it's really big. I'm quite low, but I can raise up the seat if you're a short person. Yeah, okay, but when you close the door, look at this. Look at the right, how you can see the bonnet and everything. That's really big. Infotainment is the new one, so you know, it's quite nice. And the iDrive system quite nice as well. You know what I mean? Just amazing here, really. And then this part's quite cool. Look at that. Storage and X5, just quite amazing. Really look at this part. Look at that, it's just cool, isn't it? Right, after that, the thing is the new BMW gets like that. Air vents are all the way up here. Look at this, it's like it's really good actually. Right now, moving on to the back seat space. Moving on to the back seat space. It's seriously insane. This is the ultimate people carrying machine for 3 people, obviously. Anyways, the thing is, look at it, my leg is stretched all the way under there. All the way under. Headroom is definitely not a problem. Look at this. Really big headroom. And because it's got such a big car, air cons over here is not enough. So, BMW put air cons here. BMW put air cons here for you because this car is a really big car and 2 air cons at the back is not enough. But honestly, yeah, there's. So you know, you can put some things there. Lighting is all quite cool. Look at that. It's really quite a nice car, really, because the X5 is really amazing. Anyways, now talking about the main thing, if you like boot space, is indeed the boot. So this car has a split tailgate because it's an X5. It's a split tailgate. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that X5 is offered for a 7-seater, so technically the ultimate people carrier. 7 seats. Anyways, this car has a split tailgate, so you can see it opens that part as well. This thing is strong enough for you to sit on. You know, look at that. This thing is seriously strong enough for you to sit on it. It's quite cool, really. And to put it back up, you kind of have to do that, but still, it's quite amazing. And you can close it. You can close it as well. I used to do that for fun. Because, you know, this is like the first time I'm actually getting up close and doing to the X5. So after that will be the boot space. Why would you get an X5 if the boot space is not good? The thing is, this thing is an ultimate people carry machine. Look at that underfloor storage here as well. It's quite good, seriously. And actually, this being X5, you get air suspension. So guess what? You can lower the car down with a push of a button. So if you're doing towing a lot and all that, you could just use that. That is pretty much the X5's boot space. Moving on will be the X6. Alright, now the coupe version of the X5, so known as the X6, grown up version of the X4. So pretty much the same thing at the front. But towards the interior, that's a major part. That's a major change of the X6. So actually, I don't know why this feels really big. I mean, obviously, but yeah. Anyways, let's complete the side. It says, because it is higher model, Harman Kardon. Harman Kardon for the radio. And if I just use the thing that I just won just now, a lot of storage. A lot of storage. Look at that. Really deep as well. And obviously the new one. The boot. You see, the front is pretty much nearly the same as the X5. So not a big difference, but you know, the premium is just amazing. Alright, now we've got to the back seat space. That's the major thing. People want to know the back seat, so now we go to the back seat. You would see that actually is nearly the same as the X4. So it's alright, but still, you know what I mean? Still a coupe. You look at the X4. Actually, the X4 is really cheaper, really. But actually, the premium is a bit different. This feels, you know, more premium because it's a higher model than the X4. Anyways, now this being coupe, wide haunches and sharp lines here. Now the back is a lot going on here. You got exhaust, you got curves, you got spoilers. You know what I mean? You got even a spoiler up there. This is the cool thing. You can actually open it up like the X2 and X4. So let's just demonstrate that again. Press the M. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay, give me a moment. That was totally a mistake. I thought it was the same opening, but no. Right, so actually the opening is just a little bit. It's not that cool of the X4 and X2. Still, it is still a good car. Right? And this actually, if you forgot that where your extra money has gone, you open the boot and you can see the X6. That's where your extra money has gone from the X4. So if you get an X6, you know where the extra money has gone. This is an X6, so you know, quite amazing really. But again, the problem, can't really put things straight up. So yeah. Underfloor storage, not that bad. This has gas struts, so look at this. I'm not even touching it, it has gas struts. So it's holding out by itself. And if I close it, yeah, obviously do that. And now oh yeah, like the X5, you can lower the car. Oh yeah, push over button. You can lower the car with the button. So anyway, that is pretty much for the X6. Alright, now moving on to another car. Alright, now if X5 was not big enough for you and you want a bigger car and more premiumness in the feeling, you will get none other than the BMW X7. You can see this being higher model, right? And the numbers are quite big, X7. So grille is seriously massive. It's literally telling you, look at the size of my nose. Yeah. Literally really seriously big. My hand is like that and look at the grille. And the thing is that right height, look at this. Seriously high, this is X7. This is X-Drive 40i. And this being higher model, look at the headlights. You get blue in them. So you get blue in the headlights. You can see that. Right, and this is like, you know, the straight one. Not really straight, it's a bit curved, but yeah, anyway. The major thing of the X7 is, actually, this one's an M Sport. Well, it's not an M Sport, so it's, you know, much more expensive than normal. But this is probably one of the biggest cars that I've gotten into. So, let's see. Look at this thing. The doors are huge. And actually look at how much I had to step up to just get in the car. That is seriously big. Okay. The inside is seriously big actually. This just feels really premium. It feels really premium. Look at this, it's all new and all that. So new iDrive and all that. Look at that, quite cool really. There you go. And then this part, it's quite amazing. Now, the key change, bigness of it kind of. The back. So now, the X7s. Just look at the size of this door, dude. There's no way. Like, this is insane. Just look at it. I feel so comfortable. I actually feel like I can live here, honestly. It feels like that comfortable. Obviously, you got like the X5, you know, Even see the thing. This seat is slide a bit forward, so I can move it back electrically. There you go. You know, the middle row. Look at my legs. That is mad. I can put my legs just like that without anybody distracting themselves. Without anybody, you know, faddling around my legs. Seriously, look at this. Look at the comfort. Look at the comfort. Sunroof, so you get a sunroof, you know what I mean? You even get a small sunroof at the back for the last row of people to see the sky. That is just mad. Right, now moving on to the back seat, so let's go. I think I just said the back seat, but no, the boots. This like the X5. It's locked, great, never mind. Moving on. Alright, now that is done for that. Actually, I haven't shown you the last row, so actually let's just try getting the last row anyways. Speed this process up. Alright, that's the boot space for the back, and actually you want to just put it back up electrically. Just like that, look at that, electrically. It's just mad, isn't it? And to put the seats down to get in the back seat space is really electric. Seriously electric. Actually, I don't even know how to do it. Just I don't even know like that. Okay, there you go, that's how you do it. Now that's how you do it, I think. Yeah, there you go, hold the button. And there you go, electrically really. There we go, finally. Alright, wait, let me just... Alright, finally. Let's get it. Right. Actually, it is quite comfortable actually back here. You don't really see it, but it's honestly quite comfortable. Speed this process up. Alright, let's look at it. The amount of leg room is quite good actually. When we need a 7-seater, look at the luxurious. You get ambient lighting for the last passenger. Look at that. Cup holders and everything. This is just madness. Right now, you know, I need to get out of this car, so electrically again. Takes a while. Keep barely reaching. Okay. Let's get out. It's quite nice actually, really. I just like watching the seats go down. And they go down quite fast for the last row. Which is quite cool. Now before I leave, let me just put the seats back. Alright, okay. Now, this is the category for if you want SUVs. But if you want a limousine, the 7 Series long wheelbase is what you're looking at. Let me show you the front first. Because people, and I mean seriously, a lot of people have been talking about how big and massive these wheels are. Look at that, it's really massive. And you know what they say, big bonnet, big motor. But anyway, now let's move on to the inside of all the 7 Series. There we go, this is the 7 Series. Okay, one thing that I do want to point out is that this car has soft opening. I mean, no, not soft opening, sorry, soft close. One thing I'll point out is that this car has soft closing, so if you don't shut the door properly, look at this. There you go, it's now shut properly. Just like that. This being a 7 Series, you know, it's quite really comfortable. It's really comfortable actually. It's such a long car actually, but it's quite comfortable with drive, you know. It's really comfortable here. You can actually live inside one, I would say. Now the back. I'll show you guys. The major thing about 7 Series is the back. Because you want to sit in the back and enjoy the comfort of a limousine. So what you do is at the back. Now I'm going to show you the soft closing door again. So just make sure you focus here. Just make sure you focus there as I close the door. Look at this. There you go, soft closing door. Now, because this is a long wheelbase, just look at the amount of leg room. That is That is massive. And to admire yourself, you can have, a mirror here at the back. To admire yourself. And then the thing is, look at this legroom, man. This is quite insane. Try that again. Look at that, it's just insane. Alright, and after here, air vents here, got such a long car. You get your own climate control, and guess what? Guess what? Look at this. You get a center console here. Put your things in there. And come on then. And after your things here you can put there. It's quite big. Really. Alright, now moving on to the boot space. Look at this door, it's so long. Oh, it's really a long door. And look at the soft loading door. Yeah, anyways. The back, if you can see the LED light actually extends all the way across the car. You can see it. Yeah, the boot. It's not locked this time, so that's good. This is really big, and this is actually the pillow for you for the headrest. But honestly, it is seriously long. Look at this. That is long. Now that's a lot of boot space. That's a lot of boot space. Anyways, so okay, now the major thing is, if you do not like a 7 Series, which is like a normal sedan, I actually wanted to point out, you get BMW's laser carpet. Look at it. It's a carpet projecting from the, so yeah. And now it's fading because, the left car. But if 7 Series does not look attractive enough for you, then you enter the 8 Series. This is the 8 Series Grand Coupe. Is offered as a coupe version. So if you don't like the shape of this one, you could get a 2-door version, which is literally a sports car. But this is meant to be luxurious, especially the coupe version of the 7 Series. So, frameless windows, because it's coupe, frameless windows, alright, and yes, this car is actually quite special because this is actually BMW individual. So it's quite a special car. Alright, and apart from that, obviously you get a low ride because it's a coupe, so you get in. You get BMW's new kind of interior kind of looking thing, just really nice back here. I mean front here, sorry. Yeah, it just feels premium. There's this wood trim here. You can open it up, look at that. That's just amazing, wire charging and all that. Alright, now we go to the back. The back is insane. I'll tell you why the back is insane. It's only meant to carry 2 people. Oh yeah, coupe, wide, wanted, the really wide wanted. Now, I mean, this is quite standing. I feel like I can break it. Right. It is meant to carry only 2 people. Look at it, it's only meant to carry 2 people. So that's this center console thing here. And guess what? But because it's being a luxurious car, you get your own kind of thing here. See that? There you go, cup holders. Close and open like that. Space. But the thing is, if you are forced to carry, well, actually before that, I do want to show you the whole thing. There you go. There's the seat. But if you are forced to carry 3 people, quite a struggle. Look at this. You're gonna be sat like that with this thing in the middle. That's not really comfortable, is it? I like the fact that it's futuristic. The headrest is integrated to the seat. Yeah, it's integrated to the seat. Anyways, I'll just show you the boot space now. It is really a nice car. Boot space. Quite big, kind of like the 7 Series pretty much. And then the opening's a bit smaller, so yeah, anyways. That's that, so. Boom. Right now, is the turn of the iCars. BMW I, whatever you want to call it, a hybrid or anything like that. It's gonna be insane. But, you enter this section. Now, I'm not going to talk about the 5 Series or the 3 Series because those are just hybrid versions of the one that I mentioned downstairs. So, yeah. But the main one I'm going to focus on is the i3. This is why official BMW is like, electric kind of mode. So this being the facelift, this is actually the facelift. LCI version midlife facelift. This being it gets the LED fog lights instead of the round one that you get from the older version. So come along here. The lights are special to this car actually. And this being an electric car, you get the BMW charger as well. And the BMW was blue means electric, so you see blue here, blue there, blue everywhere. This is quite a unique car. See, this door is like quite amazing. And look at this, look at the steering wheel. The gear and everything is controlled by here. It's quite chunky. And just like here, look at the futuristic. You can go storage here. You can storage there and everywhere. Quite cool. The dashboard is there. Yes, back seats and everything. Look at that. That. Now me getting out. Look at this trim as well. It's very eco here. It's quite eco here. Open the back door for you. So I open the back door for you. I want to show you the back seat. See, this is the back seat. It's actually quite not bad. I mean, you get quite a big windows, as I should show you here. You get quite a big window, and because it's electric, you get blue for the seatbelt. Yeah, it's quite a good car actually if you're trying to save the earth and all that. But seriously, honestly, it's quite good actually. No really major things. It's quite good. So actually now we're moving on to the next thing that we're going to be filming at BMW. So actually we're going to another showroom, BMW M. So cut to that in a moment, but we're going to try to make our way there and we'll see what we can film there. Alright, now we're in M Town, well, kind of M Town. M vehicles sell it, but it's not that crowded here, so it's quite good. I can film here. So anyways, this is quite amazing. The way they display the car, this is like a racing track over here. The apex lines is all there. Okay. Now, this is the 1 Series M. This car is how big. Next wheel, the color is quite nice as well. Just take a good look at the car. This is more aero and sporting, more aero. Just look at the inside, right? This is insane. The inside, you get Alcantara on the seats, ambient lighting, and it's really good. It's really good. Look at that. Glove box quite good. It feels nice, you know what I mean? It feels nice. Look at that soft opening. Adapter obviously get a wireless charger. Actually, let me actually try it out. Give me a moment. Okay. It's alright. Anyway, the gear slot is quite nice as well. The iDrive is really actually modern feeling. Look at this. So that's all like the nice things here. It's really nice actually. And then just the steering wheel feels nice. You know, I mean, look at the lighting and all that. This is the bucket seats. So it's sporty seats. Actually, let me get out and show you. These are the bucket seats. Look at that. Look at the bucket seats. It's quite chunky and sporty. Quite chunky and sporty, and actually quite good under thigh support. Under thigh support. So that's quite cool. Okay. Now we go to the back seat space. Now moving on to the back seat space. Back seat space now. The back seat space, look at that light warranties here. Quite nice actually. Bucket seat has a small hole there for only like 2 fingers actually. And the seat's quite big. Feels nice, Alcantara, you know what I mean? See the ambient lighting? It's really nice, isn't it? It's like not just a straight line. If you get closer detail, you can actually see. And if you're here, you'll see what I'm saying. And it feels nice, the feeling of M cars, just that like touch that you get, you know, it's like Alcantara and everything. So anyways, now the boot. the boot. Sadly, you don't get an electric tailgate, but never mind. Okay, so it's quite decent, actually, quite decent kind of things here. Quite decent, you know, storage actually. Here as well, thing. There's one thing I don't like about the back. It's the fact that this panel here, if you open it up, it's electrical things. I don't really want to see that, do you? It does not have an electric tailgate. So, reach out your hand and pull the strings. There you go. Right, now moving on to the next M car. Now the next car that the next car here at M is this BMW M235i X-Drive. This is the Grand Coupe. Is official M. So, anyways, let me just talk about you something. People are getting confused by mesh grille design and all that. Official M car to get mesh grille design. New BMW cars right now don't really get that, but official M cars do get mesh grille. How's it go? Yeah, this being M Sport gets deeper aggressive bumpers from the front. That's a good thing. As you will see, it's accessories here. So obviously you get ceramic brakes here, and a carbon fiber M steering wheel, which has Alcantara and carbon fiber. Okay, this feels like this being a coupe car. Look at the windows, right? It actually goes down as you open, so like, yeah. Let's look at the windows. If I open, it goes down a bit, and if I close it, it goes back up. Yeah. Let's look at further detail. You come along. It's pretty much like the 1 Series. The interior is nearly the same. Actually, let me close the door. So yeah. There you go. If you guys look, you see, that feeling here is really nice. It's just really premium here. See that, all that. So you get some, things there. Wireless charging for your phone. You got M. It's literally M. So it feels nice. M, Alcantara, bucket seats. Now to open door, because then these are like a new BMW console, like that. Like that. Yeah. Here you go. So this is the new. It's quite good actually, really. Honestly, quite nice. Anyways, the back seats, right? It feels like a 1 Series from the front, but if we go to the back seats, like a different story. You just feel more comfortable here, It's like there's a bit more space. I feel like, a bit more space. Headroom is not so bad. You get your own climate as well here. It's not that bad, honestly. If you could see some of the bed, Alcantara just feels nice. The M cars are really nice here. It feels nice. Alright, now closing the door. See this? Let's see the windows. There you go. Yes. Now, this being this coupe, has sedanish, so it opens quite fast actually. So you can't really see them. The boot space here is quite amazing. Underfloor storage is really nice. And again, come here. The industry secret. That panel, you don't want that panel. You don't want to open that panel because hermetic electrical stuff. Like the 1 Series just now. Anyways, the netting here is quite long nettings. One thing that you feel uncomfortable are these. That is so close to hitting the glass, but obviously it doesn't. But it's just so like sketch to look. Yeah. But anyways, obviously close it by yourself. I'll just electric tailgate. There you go. And now due to COVID, we just are not allowed to enter the rest of the cars, but I could show you the other cars. So right here is the BMW X3 M40i Adventure Edition. So yeah, it's pretty much the M Sport for the X3. So glossy grille and deeper aggressive bumpers on the front and performance over there. Look at that, it's really nice actually. Seriously, man. Now let me show you what you can see. The air is quite nice. Yeah, the air is quite nice. Just look at that. It's quite, I mean, it's not really an airbag, it's fake, but you know, it's just add-ons, you know. It's that the rims, I really like the rims. They are matte black and feels quite nice. The rims are actually really big, so let's move on to that. Obviously, this being M car, you get gloss all over, gloss roof rails, gloss on the side, same gloss here. So it's quite nice. Now, I can't show you I can't go inside the car, but I could show you the boot space. So, I can't show you that. The X3, the M40i. So you see, it's an M40i, official M40i. 3D sculptured taillights. That's 3 years old. Now, one thing I like with this BMW X4 M40i. The color is unique. So look at the color. It looks black, but actually it's honestly not. It's literally blue, like dark blue. And when it shines, it just looks nice. That's why I get it. It's the M, so I get that. First, the only time is the X3, so you want more to the side. If you go to the side, you can see the difference. That sloping roof lines here, slope down curves, slope down the end, you know, like that swing and that curve, and it's quite nice, really. I mean, the 3D sculptured taillights again, X4 and 40i, the adventure version. I did mess up just now at the previous showroom. I tried to do that, messed up. I actually replayed that clip right now. So that was the messed up in this video. Quite nice car, yeah. Why yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching my previous video. If you'd like, then share, subscribe. If you like the video, share it, please subscribe. Hashtag @BMW_SG and tell only thank you very much for watching the video. Hopefully you will enjoy it as much as I do filming. This has been Holly's journey. See you in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This has been a wonderful experience filming at BMW and BMW M. So without further ado, I'm going to end the vlog here. See ya!